What is up, one and all, guys? We are back, and today, if you cannot tell by my Black Knights t-shirt, we are building Black Monarchs Castle, the first of the Black Knights castles. I'm very excited to be building this with you guys today. I've been sitting on this set for a while, actually. It's been about, let's see here. I've at least been sitting on it for about a month or two. Let's see, it's August, so let's see, June. So yeah, I've had it for about 2 months. All right, I'm gonna make a ton of noise because I need to clear out all the parts out of this box. I'm hoping to finish this build tonight. It's a rather simpler build because it's an older castle set. But let's just get right into it. What is up, Senior Pod? What is up, Happy Llama Films? Yo, Coda, what is up? Thank you. I'm happy to be back in the streaming. I'm going to get to that in a second here. What is up, Lego Granddad? Guys, Lego Granddad is awesome. I got to meet him at Brickfair, Virginia, but I'm going to get to that in a second here. Legitimately, one of the nicest guys I have met. Dude, you're just awesome. And he gave me a very special set that we're going to be streaming. So, what is up, Brick Early? What is up, Raven? What is up, Sweetie Swag? Whoa! We got all the people coming to chat today. What's up, Black Knight's #1 fan girl? How you doing? I wonder why you're here. Probably isn't because of the set or anything. Yo, what is up, Pod? Senior Pod? Dude, can I just say, this man helped me get some of the craziest castle deals at Brickfair, Virginia, but I am going to get into that in a second here. Okay, I gotta clear out all the parts here because there's so many parts. I do not have those instructions up on the screen because Lego.com sadly does not have the instructions from back in the day on all their sets, but I did find them on other areas. I do have the instruction booklet with this set, which was a big win. I love the instruction booklets from older sets. So, for those who don't know, all right, I need to get all these parts out because there's so many parts that I got to get out. Thankfully, the person who I bought this from, like, stacked a bunch of the similar parts together. So hopefully that's going to make my life a lot easier. Also, I'm happy to be back talking about Castle. Lego Castle is just awesome. And I've been on this pirate. I love Lego Pirates. Don't get me wrong. I've been loving this Lego Pirates run I've been doing. But I cannot wait to get back into Lego Castle. So those videos this week, for those wondering, this Friday is going to be, because if you guys don't know, Friday, 6 p.m. every week, Eastern Time, I'm dropping a new video in the long form realm. So always look out for that. But I'm gonna be dropping Imperial Marta this week, so that's gonna be this Friday. That's a very fun video, a lot of cool stuff. I actually almost finished it today, which is kind of like world records for me of how quickly I've been turning this video around. So I'm very excited about that. So that will be dropping this Friday. Next Tuesday, if everything goes as planned, I'm trying to get to 2 uploads a week. One's like my Tavern Talks and Harbor Masters and stuff. And then another one will be kind of more like fun stuff. Like, I got a crazy haul at Chicago. Brickfair, Virginia. Brickfair, Virginia, I got so many castle sets. I spent way too much money. And I cannot wait to show you guys the condition of some of the stuff I got. Let me just say, there's months worth of streams now. I already had a bunch of stuff I needed to build, and this is, yeah. So I will be streaming once a week, so hopefully we can get through some of these awesome sets, and I gotta find areas to put them too. Yeah, you kept finding stuff for me, and you're still finding stuff for me, Pod. It's not good for me, okay? Wow, there's a lot more parts. I need to get building here. Otherwise, I'm just going to waste all my time just pulling parts out of this box. All right, we got everything out. This looks so cool. I cannot wait to get into it. All right, no parts missing. All right, sweet. Throw the white box aside. Yeah, you can't help it, and I can't help but not have money, which sucks. So we have all the minifigures here. I did look a few of them over, and I did notice a few cracks. The nice thing is I have a lot of these torsos and stuff, so I'm gonna switch some of the cracked ones out. That is true. I never have enough castle. Do they still make the 16x16 base plates? Yes, they do. They're just in sets these days. They never sell them like separately. So, yo, Brad, just what I needed. Procrastinate? Yes, I'm your procrastinating person here, guys. All right, so we're gonna start popping out the instructions, start looking through this. Very cool, very cool. Absolutely loving how this is looking already. We got a ton of figures with this set. Now, this is the basic, you get the basic kind of knight here. This is why, for those who don't know, why I don't like Black Knights. Now, I don't hate Black Knights. I love the sets, and there's a lot of stuff I love about it. The barding, I do love the bardings. The bardings are great for Black Knights, but these figures, like, you can say this is from any faction. It just depends what shield you throw on them. Basic smiley faces. And this is mostly the figures you get from Black Knight sets, which is why, like, a lot of people are like, oh, why didn't you like Black Knights? I'm just a fan of some figures from the other ones. Like, when it comes to the figures, I don't like them. But at the same time, they have a certain appeal, which I do like about them. Now, before all of you come and stone me in the comments here, they're not awful. It's just, I think there's more to be wanted from me, who's, you know, done a lot of different LEGO Castle stuff. So, I wish every Castle CMF got at least one set that was unrealistic. True, I agree. So, I don't know. I think they're kind of cool, but it's just... I will say, though, both clips intact on these bardings. So if you're ever looking for, you know, bardings and stuff, make sure the clips are intact, because that actually brings up the price. If they're not and they're still charging full price for them, talk them down, because that is stupid. Now, I don't mind if the clips are broken, because I don't usually use them a lot, but... so yeah, a lot of cool stuff here. All right, I gotta start. I should have kept some of the parts in the box. Like, holy crap, there's so many parts here. All right. Also, I don't know why the guy didn't just, like, throw all the weapons. Like, he put all the shields and swords over here, but honestly, you could tell me some of those are supposed to be Fright Knights, and if you didn't look into them, I believe you. I mean, legitimately, though, they look like, if you look at the Crusaders, they look the exact same. So, you had Todd Smith, you had the Black Monarchs Castle when it came out. That is sick. That is awesome. I wish I grew up in those eras. I remember getting an incomplete version of the set years ago. I had a few of the pieces from my horde to complete it. Nice. I always love when you can do that. All right, I need to find, let's see, I remember seeing them all piled up nicely. Now, this castle was a big deal, and I'm actually working my Fright Nights video. That's why I'm building this. I have a very special stream set I want to build, but instead I'm building this because I'm doing Black Knights next Friday. So next Friday will be my Black Knights video. Hopefully, I should be giving you guys 2 videos, one Tuesday, one Friday. It all just depends on how the rest of this week goes, how much I can get done. And you guys know me. I can be lazy or just push stuff off on accident, so... I never like to make promises, but I will tell you guys Black Knight's video next Friday. So, let's see. I hope LEGO continues to make Black Castle sets. It's one of the greatest themes. I 100% agree with that. I think LEGO Castle sets have been doing really well, and for those who don't know, I put a video out about this. We did get more updates on that Magisto GW. This edge right here is definitely chopped down a little bit. I mean, it's not like it's broken, and it's not like it's from another thing. It's definitely rubbed against something that's rubbed this a little bit smooth. Sorry, I was looking at the shape of this, because I did buy this used. So, so that's 2 Fridays from now is Black Knights, but I'm very excited to get that video out, because I know that's been a very highly requested one. So... put that there. But yeah, I'll talk a lot more about it and kind of almost review this set and that, because I'm going to try to start using some of my own sets for images and stuff like that. So that's my goal. Does anyone remember the Lego game Farm Attack from, like, yes, that was from Knight's Kingdom, right? Not Knight's Kingdom. Just Kingdom, if I remember right. Speaking of Lego video games, I'm going to actually start streaming some Lego games, just for fun of it, because I enjoy gaming. It's something I like doing on the side. And someone, okay, this is the reason I want to stream it. Someone took the old Rock Riders game, updated it a bit, and they put it out recently. And it looks great. I downloaded it. I don't want to play it yet because I want to wait until I stream it to play it, because there's a lot of lore and there's a lot of awesome stuff in it. So I am very excited to play that when it comes out, because that just sounds, I'm not like when I start doing that for you guys. But I'm gonna start finding old, because I found like someone who's redoing the old Mars Mission game. For those who remember that. So there's some really cool stuff people are doing in the community out there, and it's like I want to double check them, make sure they're safe, no viruses or anything like that. But as long as it looks good, I'm gonna start playing and streaming it for you guys, because I mean, I talk about Lego lore and there's so much in these games. I'd love to stream Lego Racers at some point, but I have to wait until I figure out why my OBS won't work well with it. So yeah, I don't know. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. I'm going to still try to continuously do building streams, because I absolutely love doing these building streams. I have so many sets to build. So, Fat Daddy Bricks, what is up? I am building Black Monarchs Castle, or it's the first Black Knight's Castle. Also, Brick Monarch shirt. Link down below. Just code Bricking10. Now that we got that out of the way. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening. So Brickfair, Virginia. I guess I haven't really talked about that at all. That was just an absolutely amazing time. I had a wedding in the middle of it, which really sucked because I wasn't able to spend as much time as I wanted there. But it was still such a blast to be there. And being surrounded by so many awesome Lego fans, other content creators. I love hanging around with my peeps out there. I usually go with a few different content creators, so it's a lot of fun when I get to actually see these people, because I don't get to see them a lot. And it was just an amazing time. It really was. So I really, really enjoyed that time. I'm really glad I got to do it. I was exhausted because I was getting like average of 4 hours a night sleep, which I apologize to anyone who came up to me and I looked like I started zoning out. It's literally because I was getting like 4 hours of sleep every night because I was up late having like really in-depth conversations with people. And so there'd be a point in the day where I'd just be exhausted out of my mind. It was actually kind of funny. But I always felt bad because someone might start talking to me and I like really was excited to talk with, you know, 'cause I love it when you guys come up to me. I love it when I can have conversations with you all. But it was definitely hard sometimes to like not accidentally fall asleep. Just like, even though like I'm having a conversation I love, and I was, yeah. But also I got to meet some of you guys, which was really cool. Lego Granddad, I got to meet, and he did an Antietam mock, which was super cool to see in person because he had sent me pictures of it, and I absolutely loved it. Amazing job on that, and he won an award for that too, if I remember right. You just bought a Black Knight set. Sweet. Which set did you buy? Like 2 hours ago. Nice. Brad, have you ever been in Virginia Beach Antiques Mall? They have an awesome Lego collection. I picked up the Dragon Wagon set and Basil the Batlord's Flying Machine there. That is awesome. I have not been out there. I'm from New York. I just happen to be down in Brickfair, Virginia. I try to travel a lot for these Lego conventions because they're so much fun. But no, I've never actually been to that, but that is awesome. I really want to show you guys some of the stuff I got from Virginia. Maybe if this, like, I don't know, video gets a bunch of likes or something, I'll pull it up. I've been saving it for a video because I really am excited to show you guys because there's some really cool stuff. yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for those streams to be able to build those sets too, because there's some that have been on my bucket list for a bit, and I finally got them to be able to do it with. So, there's the part I'm looking for. All right. I'm so happy because he stacked a bunch of parts, which is making this a lot easier for me. I think I'm building, so this corner over here is like a prison. Ooh, which set are you building? The black. That is such a cool set. I mean, it's such a small set, but like that is still cool. It's like the perfect army builder for your cav back in the day, which really sucks. I was looking at Black Knights for my video, and there's certain sets I'm like, you know, I could have bought hundreds of these and had like a small army. What's up, G? Dude, what's up? You've been killing on content lately. Really popping some awesome stuff out there. All right, let's see here. Boop. Boop. Oh, I'm missing. Shoot. Yeah, someone was asking about Magisto, GWP, and, you know, I don't know. I'm so on fence on whether or not it's going to, like, I'm going to put it this way. If they screw up on that GWP, LEGO fans will be pissed. Like, legitimately, LEGO Castle fans will, LEGO fans will not be happy if they screw up that GWP. Let's put it that way. Because it's not hard to make it good, I feel like. Like, just give us a printed Magisto, give us a knight, give us a really great little build. Perfect set. We'll be great. But, it is so easy for them to mess this up too. Like, legitimately, if this turns into some, I don't know, like, I'm not hating on dreams, I'm not, like, if it just turns in some half, like, they're not even, like, putting full effort towards this, I will personally not be happy with LEGO. Now, will that do anything in the long run? No, not at all. Wait. Oh, okay, this piece is over one. No, Lego won't care if they upset me. I'm just some random content creator out there screaming that we need more castle stuff. But when it comes down to it, I don't think LEGO fans will be very happy if they do screw this up. So, just pointing that out there to you, LEGO. Only put this out if it's good. Otherwise, we don't want it. There we go. All right, we're making progress. We're making progress. It is interesting to see the difference between how LEGO sets were built in the past versus how they're built now. True, very true. Thank you, and I'm doing fine. Tanking the hot weather over. Oh, oof. Yeah, you need to be in some AC. Are you gonna keep the set as or refurbish it? I mean, I'm literally just gonna keep it as once I finish it, like, because it has all the parts here and stuff. I'll be fine with that. I'm going to put it up on a shelf. I bought another Black Knight set while I was at Brickfair, Virginia. So my goal is to put both of them together. And I'll have a nice little like Black Knights display going on. So, what's up, Podbrit? Yeah, this is Hogwarts, guys. This is where Magisto learned his magic from. Wait, that's supposed to be... I just need this one hinge piece. Yeah, and it's always very fun building something like going from like Eldorado Fortress to this, which also I have this awesome display for Eldorado Fortress going on right now. I got Eldorado Fortress in Barracuda Bay, which I am working on the Eldorado Fortress review. There's just so much to do. I picked this up at Brick World Chicago. I think I got it for $175. So yeah. I don't like the GWP concept. No, I agree. Make the set. Just make the set. But at the same time, I'll take a GWP right now. I just want Castle. So Your Brickfair haul was amazing. You had some really great finds. It's true. It's true. I have a theory that if they add a Dragon Knight, then they're likely to add one to the Medieval Market set. I agree. Yeah, it's complete. It doesn't have the box, but it had instructions. And when I saw it, I think it was the cheapest on, like, anything. When I looked it up, like, Bricklink didn't even have anything cheaper than this. What's up, our Toy World? Dude, I was literally just watching your Imperial Armada video because I saw you put it out 2 days ago, and I'm like, dang it, he beat me to it. I'm putting mine out this week, so... I meant to get it out last week. I would have gotten it out. I would have gotten it out right when you did. But I hope I have some stuff that I think you didn't get in there. I'm hoping. So, all right. Where is... Okay, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with comments, but I'm also looking for my 1x3s right now because... there they are. As a kid, it blew me away how many minifigures and horses came with Black Monarchs Castle, but I always wanted a king. That is true. I'm kind of sad that we never got a king with the Black Knights. I kind of feel like it's a downfall. Like, you got to have your hierarchy, which is actually a video I'm working on. On my way back from Virginia, hit me that I really want to do a video about all the monarchy, like every king, queen, princess, prince, nobleman that you can get in Lego Castle. All of that plus like just all those different figures. I really want to make that a video so that you guys can go through and get those figures if you want, and kind of do it like the space one, but like I want to do it on Castle. I just think it could be really fun doing a video about all those figures. So I am working on that here too soon. That is going to be another video. I know, I'm saying I'm working on a lot of videos. I'm also working on Power Miners. Like, there's a lot of videos, and as I said, this is why I want to try to get up to 2 videos a week, because I have so many videos I want to make for you guys. I just haven't gotten the opportunity to do it because I've been gone or working on other stuff. So Dragon Knights would be good since Magisto is the leader of that faction. I agree. Yeah, I keep confessing the Black Knights Castle and Black confused. Yeah. Just want to say you're the reason I started collecting like Castle right now, and I'm starting with Knights Game 2, already got Vladic figure and the border. Dude, that is awesome. I'm always happy to hear that. I heard a few stories like that while I was at Virginia, and that really made me happy because, you know, sometimes I'm like, I'm just putting stupid videos out about like lore that kind of no one cares about. Let's be honest. It's very niche lore. And knowing that you guys really care and this has gotten you into something that I extremely love, it makes it worth it. It makes it worth it every day. So, glad to hear that. And Knights Game 2 is a very interesting one. It's not one usually people start with. I feel like you have to have a refined taste to understand Knights Kingdom 2, but let's go. And if you want some really good Knights Game 2 videos, go check out Cheesy Studios, guys. He kills it when it's coming to Knights Kingdom 2 stuff, and I think he's working on some more stuff right now. At least when I was talking to him last. So, he also got some, yeah. Probably did, huh? Regardless, there isn't much on the Armada. Wish we got more of them. Sets, lore, everything. I agree. It is... My video's a lot shorter than yours because there is so little out there. But there is a lot of fun stuff I did find. You really have to dig for it, though. But there's small bits of lore about the Armada, but, like, they came in a total of 9 sets, technically, so... I really wish we'd gotten more. To me, they're like Wolfpack and stuff. They just didn't get enough. Nope, that's not... Ah, there's a piece I'm looking for. Hey, I care about, like... Well, there you go. Every time I hear Black Knights, I can't help but think of Martin Lawrence comedy movie. It took me a little time to find a complete set for Vladic's Dark Fortress. So good price years ago. It was worth it. Nice. Yo, I can't wait, but wanted to say, can't say, hey, thank you so much for hopping by, Lego Cole. Knights Kingdom 2 is great as a theme. I just hate how the Knights are all made. It basically Power Rangers. I agree. Literally a little more realism, like realism into them would have made it by far the best theme. I agree. I 100% agree. I know that they didn't do everything right with that theme, and I used to hate on that theme, but if you look at it right, there's some really amazing parts. Let's get an Armada Century remake GWP. Honestly, I'd rather the boat, but Armada Century would be cool. When Lego makes CMM Series 25, I hope. So yeah, for the record, that was leaked. That's going to be January. So that's something for all of us to look forward to. I know next year, so I have a theory, and I'm going to put this out there. Next year is the year of space. I'm going to explain what I mean here in a second. So if you look at all the leaks and rumors for next year, so many of them are space-based. There's a lot of Space City sets. There's going to be some adult space sets for like 18+ space splits and icons. There's going to be a lot of space sets. So there's also going to be supposedly a space CMF, space CMFs, like a whole theme dedicated to that. So to me, that says that next year, I think we're going to get that castle set still. I think we're going to get a castle set next year. But I think most of it will be space sets, which I'm fine with because I also enjoy space. I enjoy a lot of the original themes. But it's very interesting. There's also supposed to be a new theme next year, which I don't know. So I don't think it's going to be castle, personally. But we shall see what will happen with that. Yeah, hopefully they turn back to castle afterwards. And I'm hoping that's what we get, is every year it's one centric heavy. So all the space fans will get stuff next year. All the castle fans will get stuff the year after. Pirates the year after that. Like, I kind of hope that they because we all want a variety. And I'll take, now for me, I'm going to be getting every year because I like getting the throwback sets. But when it comes down to it, I think it just feels like next year is going to be very space heavy. So it'll be very interesting to see what LEGO does with that. We're supposed to get some really cool dream sets next year. So I don't know. We'll see what LEGO ends up doing. No, that's not a stack of one. I have like so little room. I need to like use up more. So I need to be building quicker because I am not using up pieces quick enough to like make more room on this table. Yeah. So according to all the rumors, I've heard next year's new theme will be space. Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know. In the Rogue Knight Battleship set, one of Rogue Knights doesn't have his torso fully pushing his legs in the box. Huh. That's actually interesting. I personally love the Knights Kingdom colors. It reminds me of the Ninjago, which I grew up. And let's be honest, though, they're elemental. Why would a ninja be bright red? That's true. My first LEGO castle back in 1988. What's up, Eldorado Pirates? Retro LEGO reviews. Dude, it was funny because I was looking up stuff for I think it was this castle or something else, and your review came up for it. And I was like, of course. I think that was your review. Also saw, for Bricks and Giggles review was the other one, but... Oh, come on. I hate just having to, like, dump all... I hate not being able to build one bag at a time. I'll be honest. That was so nice for Eldorado Fortress. It sucks when doing this. But we'll get through it. What do you think of the LEGO Insiders program rumors? I have a feeling that aside from the whole get VIPs skinny instructions, I believe that it will help LEGO sort of be able to gouge their audience and what people want, since a lot of sales happen over third-party sellers compared to their store. I haven't read into it fully. I really need to look into it. I don't know. I need to read it fully before I have full thoughts on it. Wait. Oh, wait, did I do? No, that's supposed to go. That's supposed to go right there. Oh, I figured out what I did wrong. Oops. Okay. I'm always messing up, guys. It's just kind of hard to see with the angle of this instructions, but also I realized if you look a little bit closer, it shows me exactly what I did wrong. So, oops. All right, we just got to move some stuff down a little bit here. And that'll make it so we can put on these parts. All right, getting some of these big parts out of the way. 2% progress on this castle after half an hour. Very true. I feel that they might have realized that what they thought we wanted was wrong when they saw the PAP purchases, not gonna lie. It's true. Yeah, vintage instructions are hard to read. I recommend you should color code the bricks. It does wonders. It's true. I probably should do that. But also, if you guys have hopped on my streams, I never get anything done during these streams. I mean, I make little bits of progress, but let's be honest. If you guys have ever been on my streams, I make very little progress and I always mess up. So it's like a staple. At this point, it's literally a staple of watching a stream of mine. As I sometimes double check the instructions of the Viking Fortress set. Oh yeah. I will say that Viking set is supposed to come out in October. I would highly recommend everyone wait on getting that until the next month. Because that way you can pick it up in some other stuff and be able to get what am I trying to say here? That way you can get the Magisto GWP with something like that, or if you haven't gotten the 90th anniversary castle yet, I highly recommend waiting until that. It's part of the Bricking Up Brad charm. Exactly. Let's go with that. The old light gray bricks age in dog years. All those sets I buy from this are always sun damaged. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's a plan. Wait for it with some other stuff for them. Yeah, exactly. So I highly recommend saving your money for a bit, because personally, I'll tell you this, that GWP will probably be, I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything, but that GWP will probably be an awesome highlight for many people, and it's probably worth more getting. So this was a set I always wanted as a kid. I made up for it with the Lion's Castle. Nice. Yeah, I mean, this set it's kind of hard because, like, for a lot of people, this was like the set they always wanted as a kid. Like, this was before my time. But it's such a cool castle, and I love older castle Lego sets. I mean, I always want... My goal is to own every castle at some point. I don't think I'll own it anytime soon, all of them. But, you know, slowly knocking off certain sets. And when I found this for a really good deal, it was so hard not to be like... It was very hard to pass up on it. Let's put it that way. Oh, there's a part there. Right, that's the... Nope, I need longer ones. Right? Am I looking at that right? I think I am. 1x2s. There we go. Let's see here. So we got it. Need some 1x3s, and then we're gonna put some of these down. Probably going to do Viking Fortress and either another 3-in-1 castle, to be honest, or large pack purchase. Yeah, that's probably the move to do. So, by 3s, I had those sitting right here. 3% and climbing. There you go. Exactly. But isn't the Viking Fortress a Target exclusive? So it will be exclusive to Target, but also Lego stores and Lego.com, I'm pretty sure. But if it's not, if it is just, it shouldn't be just a Target exclusive, because when I read it, it also said this other parts. Still looking for this one. Just got the Royal Knights Castle for a good deal. Nice. How many figures does this set come with? Well, let's, I can show you. So let's see. You got 4 archers, 2 axemen, 2 spearsmen, 4 knights. So 12. I mathed. Okay. 12, which is quite a lot. So yeah, it should be Lego store as well, so you should be able to get everything there. And again, I just recommend doing that because it's like, hey, you can save some money that way. I know I'm tempted because I'm a content creator to get that Viking Village day one and just stream it, building it for you guys, but I feel like I kind of need to wait. It's just so difficult. Money's a little bit tighter these days, so probably just gonna wait until the Magisto GWP. Because if I don't own that Magisto GWP, I'll be very pissed. It is the one set I was looking forward to, and not to sound like that person, but I must own it. Like if I don't own that set, it will be the end of the world. I think it's Lego store outside the US. I think it's Lego store most areas. Hope to get some callbacks to OG Viking scene with the new village. I don't think we're going to, but we shall see. I'm really hoping all the parts are put into the village itself and none of it's like a little beast or creature and you just get a bunch of Vikings, because that would be cool. So many Target exclusives. They've had polybags. I wanted that even Amazon won't sell. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that, which does really suck. You have to buy them on the aftermarket sometimes, and it's just like, oh. Wait, does that just go over that? There's no, oh, there is no connecting point right there. Okay. That's suspicious. No. What's up, Blake Hauser? My 2 weights are MSGBP and Viking Village, and then Medieval Marketplace next year. Let's hope. Let's hope. We're making progress, boys. We're making progress. All right. Now, let's see here. I need these for the corner. Wait. I almost did mess up. All right. This set's jail has one of the best by far in the 80s. The other castle just had very regular doors. Yes, right. Yeah. No, I agree with that. It's definitely a solid looking jail so far. All right. Two by 3. Come on. Nope, don't fall off. You're not allowed to do that. There we go. Because if the prints are even mildly usable for Medieval Village, the PAB is going to be out of stock so much. It's true. How much did you buy this for, and is it worth the price? I won't know if it's worth the price till it's done. I feel like that's kind of my rule at this point. Unless I have finished the set, I can't tell you whether or not it's worth the price. Because I don't know. Until it's done, until I hold it, look at it, feel it. I would say personally, I spent $175. I know this goes for a lot. This goes for a lot more usually. So sometimes, I don't know. It really just depends on whether you can find it for a good deal. And I feel like that's a lot of Lego sets these days. If you can find the older ones for a good deal, it's worth it. Otherwise, just like wait. I mean, most of the sets I find, I pick up, I'm just like, I didn't know I wanted this until I found it for a good deal. So when it comes down to it, 1x2. Oh, here's those torches areas. Is the horse barting? Yep, they're both intact, which looks great. I don't know. See, I'm a person who just like, I don't use horse partings. Okay, for those people originally on the set, did original ones only have one clip? I just realized this saddle, I don't know, can you guys see that? Oh. There was only one clip on the saddle. I'm holding this very badly. Was that, did all original, I guess I just haven't owned, did all of them have clips, or I don't actually know. Any rumors of the fish for other official castles? I have three 3-in-1s. I mean, so 90th anniversary castle, of course. Yeah, those are 80s. Okay, one clip. Okay, I was just like, did I just get some weird misprint that I didn't know existed? Because if so, that'd be cool. But that is super cool. So there is the Magisto DWP. There's gonna be the Viking Village. And then next year, okay. Look, now look, I made many predictions about that Magisto GWP that came fully wrong, and I take full responsibility for this. Okay, I feel like I'm doing something. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to do this right. So I take full responsibility for the predictions I made. So there, from the looks of it, there's going to be a medieval marketplace next year. Like, medieval marketplace set. But I don't know if that's going to be true or not. So take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, old saddles always had one clip. The big, nice horse bartings always had 2 clips. Huh. But I don't know if it was like 20 years ago before I existed. Oh, wait. Yeah, so I mean, that's cool. 1 horse clip on the saddles. That's actually something. See, this is why I wanted to build this set. So give me some points to like be able to talk about these sets for the Tavern Talk. I forgot when the double clips came out, early 90s. But yeah, lots of 1-clip saddles in the early days. That's really good to know. Again, why I love building these older sets, because there's so much I learn about stuff. Lego Granddad showed me one of the coolest details about... Okay, I gotta share this, because this always makes me so happy to talk about. On the original ships, I'm pretty sure, I don't know how many of them, but Imperial, is it Imperial Flagship, the original one? He was showing me, because he had bought the set at Lego Brickfair, Virginia, that when you turn the steering wheel, it actually turns the rudder. And underneath the steering wheel, there's 2 cones that come out with like plate in between them. And so literally it kind of goes like this, where when you turn the steering wheel, it moves that, which then moves the rudder. And I didn't know that. And I was really sad I already made a video about that set, because otherwise I'd have brought it up. But that was a super cool detail for me that I had no clue about, because I just never built this set. I never look at any of the reviews and stuff. So there's just a lot of really cool stuff out there like that I just love finding out about while building these sets. So, right, I need my 2x3s. And legitimately, there's John Powell right there. 1 January 75 hours to a set is steel if the figs are in good shape. I did notice one of them had a crack, but at the same time, I think I have figs I can replace it, so. Gotta love the little details in the older sets. Exactly. I just realized I still haven't found. I'm looking for basically this, but it's one piece. Just those are a bunch of ones stacked on top. And it's right there. Nope, that is not them. And neither is that. Is that it? Yes. Some of the figs have damage, I think, maybe. Yeah, so some of the figs did have a little bit of damage, like a crack. But besides that, not too bad. Oh, wait. So I messed up here. Just a little, just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Put that under there. Connect that, right? That's where it's going. Yes. Okay. There's some sort of charm to the older sets that make them so good. I definitely agree with that. It really is cool to see what the LEGO designers with limited pieces came up with. I think that's definitely one of my favorite things to find. Looking at the fuse snaps parts right now, I almost tossed it in Goodwill along with some sorting out some. Oh, nice. I mean, yeah, it's always hard because there's some parts that you're like, oh, is this actually LEGO or not? If I remember correctly, one of the very first LEGO castle sets, the Knight Stronghold, attaches onto this castle. I think you're right about that. If anyone has those sets, please let me know for sure, because I was actually asking someone about that now that you bring it up the other day for my tavern talk that I'm working on about them. I just didn't know if that was true or not, because that's what I thought. I thought it was Knight Stronghold or something like that. Yep, Knight Stronghold attaches. Yep, but the base plate, they are built on a different height. That's weird. What's up, BDD Builds? Dang, the set's really coming along. Those old instructions are confusing sometimes. They are. I mean, the thing is, for those who don't, you're putting on so many. It's not like you're putting on one or two pieces. It's like you're putting on whole layers all at once. So there's just a whole lot you're putting on all at once. I'm like having to like make sure I get everything on there, and then I miss like, oh, I forgot to stick that one piece on or something. So we're probably gonna finish up the back wall today and then call it a day. Maybe go a bit longer. It's been a bit since I've streamed. All right, so we need these. There we go. Let's see here. It also doesn't help that I have all these parts just spread all over this table I'm building on. So it's sometimes kind of hard to know how much I've actually, like, where certain parts are. Man, I hope the remedial market happens. At least we're looking at 2 years since the castle released by the time it comes out. Mitchell showed you to repeat notwithstanding. Yeah, no, that's very true. So again, it just makes it very interesting to see what LEGO will do. Dang it, I messed up again. Yeah, was that the last? Yeah, I mean, the Viking stuff, but that doesn't count. So yeah, it will have been 2 years. But I mean, we went, I guess, technically, we went 2 years in a row with castle stuff. So, I missed something. I had no idea there are rumors for Medieval Market. Sounds cool, like a cool set. Yeah, so there was a leak. I don't even know how to explain this. There's a leak a while back. Basically, a bunch of big sets got leaked. There was this whole thing around it. Basically, some survey thing was being put out by LEGO, and someone took images, all the images, and leaked them. And that person's probably getting a lawsuit. But in it, there is a Medieval Market. It was a prototype image, so we weren't sure, but you know, there's stuff like people saw a goat in it and stuff like this. Now, who knows what's actually going to happen? I mean, if you look at the figures and stuff. So if it does happen, it will be one of the coolest Lego sets. But again, it's just like it's a huge if, because we never know what Lego's going to do. They may have just canceled that set after it got leaked. But also at the same time, they'd be so dumb to cancel that one, because I was getting a ton of love. So, like the Lego designers who made this castle also invented Lego Pirates. Oh, really? I didn't know that, actually. I need to look into designers more, because I feel like there's a lot of cool details about designers and stuff. And I just don't look into them as much, because I'm always so focused on the lore, and so like that type of stuff never doesn't come up as much. Did I put... Wait. Oh, that's supposed to be just plain black. Okay. Come on, get up. Oh, there's a 1 in here. Bricklink has saved me a few times with the snaps things, but they also, but it's also been a parasite on my wallet too. True. You should go every year in a row with my castle stuff. I agree. If the market does have a go, it makes me wonder if either the value of the former will lower, or we just have too valuable variants. I think what's going to happen is if we do get a go, if that rumor is real, and if it wasn't just like a, because I always feel like it's just a designer who was like, this is something cool that I would want in a set, but who knows? Again, I'm being the voice of reason, and it's always, I will be the one with a video when that comes out with a giant image of a goat and me just going, like, just so happy. That looked mad. Happy is what I was trying to go for there. Be like super excited about it. But again, it just all depends, because I don't want to get my hopes up too much. But I just like being the voice of reason sometimes. Legitimately, probably my friends always hate it, because I'll just be like, all right, so devil's advocate. But again, it's something you gotta think about this sometimes, of like, all right, would they actually do this? Because yeah, I don't know. So you guys, you always just gotta be careful sometimes with that kind of thing. Oh wait, so that. They should have never ended castle themes in the first place, but then again, if they hadn't ended, then there wouldn't be such a demand for new ones. I agree. I think Lego needs a reset. I think their original themes were sort of going downhill a bit. And so Lego needed that reset of that last castle theme not doing so great, so that so that the fans can be like, look, what you've been making is not exactly what we wanted. Like, you know, you're not exactly making top tier stuff anymore. And Lego fans, you know, for Lego to change tact, because they've changed tact a lot since those times. And I think because of that, we start getting better quality sets. They've been more expensive, yes, but better quality stuff overall. So I just think that legitimately we needed castle themes to end for a bit. But I think Lego needs to bring them back. This castle definitely lends itself some customization. I put hanging ladders on mine because how else would they figure you up to that? I agree. That is the one thing I appreciate about some of the newer sets, is they always make it so you can actually get to the towers and stuff. Because a lot of the older sets, you couldn't do that. And it's kind of like, come on, this guy's going to get stuck up here. All right. No Ninjago hate. Look, I get the Ninjago hate, but everyone can, as long as they're buying original themes and not buying Star Wars, I'm happy. I don't care. Buy whatever you want. Lego's great for everyone. The Lego designers who also built King's Castle also built Black Sea's Barracuda, Eldorado Fortress, and Skull Eyes Schooner. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I really think Lego's gotten too comfortable with their licensing and doesn't do enough with the original stuff anymore. I miss Bionicle. Honestly, me too. Which last Lego Castle theme are we talking about? Nexo Knights or the Power Rangers? Power Rangers. That wasn't the last one. That was a really long time ago. I'm talking about, 1 second. Oh, so that just goes on there. I'm talking about 2013 Castle, the true. Nexo Knights isn't a castle theme. It's a sci-fi theme that has knights and stuff. It isn't a castle theme. All right, we got that down? Write it down? All right, we're good. It's not a castle theme. I hate when everyone calls it a castle theme. It's not a castle theme. I don't hate Nexo Knights as much as I used to, for the record. I have given it a little more love lately, and I actually own some of the sets, and I will build them at some point. I just still don't agree when people say it's a castle theme. That is all. Hey, thanks so much for dropping by, IP Brinkers. Is Ninja a castle theme? Ninja is a castle theme. Ninja is the definition of a castle theme. There's so much castle-related stuff. Even the references castle. No. It's a sci-fi show. It's not. Was there? No. So when people talk about Power Rangers, they mean Knight's Kingdom 2, which is not. It's a good theme, and it's not. They call them the Jelly Bean Knights or Power Rangers. You're not watching me build Nexo Knights. Well, I feel like at some point someone would. I will be doing a Nexo Knights video at some point for all of those who are asking. I'm actually very interested in Nexo Knights lore, because there is some really cool stuff there. When it comes to lore and stuff, there is some good stuff. And I have some Nexo Knight sets I probably will build on stream or something around the time I do the video. But I also give Nexo Knights crap because it's not truly a castle theme. So calling Nexo Knights is like calling Thundercats a sword and sorcery show. It's akin or not. Wait, calling Nexo Knights castle. It's like calling. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a very good. Oh, I put the wrong pieces on there. I think that's a decent way of putting it. Personally, I've never watched Thundercats, but I know the premise. You can't tell I'm a 2000s baby. All right, literally was born in 2000, so a lot of these older stuff sometimes I do not know. So, which is funny because like I talk about all this like original Lego lore and people are like, oh, so you were like born in that era? I'm like, no, 23. You know. Nexo Knights isn't a castle theme. When someone counts it as castle theme, I know it is an imposter. Insert Among Us. My gosh. I own almost every Nexo Knight set because my kids love the show and I like the sets a lot. Also, I have Lego buying problem. Oh, yeah, that's apparent. We all do. I get it. I don't think there's anything wrong with owning those sets. I have a bunch of them. I own a few of them, which I got some Nexo Knight stuff actually at. But there's a funny reason why I bought it. Also, every convention I go to at this point, people Nexo Knight me. Someone always brings me or buys me a Nexo Knight item. So at this point, I started collecting figures and stuff because people are like, hey, I have something to give you. And I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, super excited. And then they hand me Nexo Knights. I'm like, I still appreciate this. But also, I was just giving, like, this last convention, I'm pretty sure these are two main characters from the show. Where's the other one? I'm working on cleaning up my Lego area, so I can't remember where I threw this. Well, okay, here's one of the guys. So I was given this guy right here. And then I was also given a yellow one from a Lego content creator that I know. So I always get thrown that stuff, and it's really funny. It's becoming a meme at this point because it's just like, all right, well, I just got Nexo Knighted again. Nah, bro. Come on. I really think it's more a castle theme, but I ain't no imposter. Honestly, I don't care for the theme much. I think it's funny how much people be hating on it being a castle theme. Honestly, it's just a meme at this point. I don't... Legitimately, when it comes down to it, I'd rather get Nexo Knights than Star Wars at this point. I know that's, like, people are like, what? I'm just like, I'd rather a theme like that. Like, legitimately, someone asked me, it's like, okay, if Nexo Knights came out this year, I'd be the #1 Nexo Knights creator on the planet. I'll be honest. Because I would just be making so much content about it. Because legitimately, I would find it cool, and I'd want to promote Lego doing something like that. And it's like also Knights and stuff, so it's kind of cool. But I love new and old. I love fantasy era as much as I love other parts. I don't know. I just joke about it, and I think, like, really when it comes down to in this community, we just need to stop hating on every Lego theme. We all agree, like, there's themes for people to like, but, like, at the same time, I just love having fun with it. I joke around about it, for the record. I'm never, like, actually serious. Legitimately, you could like Ninjago. I am trying to watch Ninjago right now because people have been telling me I need to for a while. I'll be honest, I struggle with the show right now. The first few seasons are not good. If you say they're good, I am sorry. You're probably a child or watched it growing up, so you have that sentimental value for it. The original Ninjago seasons were not great and very cringy. So I am trying to watch it and I'm trying to get through it, but it is difficult. But I understand why people like it. So I think when it comes down to it, enjoy whatever Lego theme you want to enjoy and have fun with it. But, like, it's also fun to joke around about. As long as there's no, like, harmful intent behind the jokes, I feel like it's all good. I don't mind. Have fun in my comments. I think I'm one of the content creators who encourages that kind of thing. Like, Siri not to self-bring Nexo Knights extras to give... Siri, note to self, bring Nexo Knights extras give to Brad at Brick World Chicago next summer. At this point, I need to start documenting people bringing this. As representative of the 90s, we acknowledge your accomplishments, but do not grant you the seat of council. Is not fair since my 89th birth was just a bit late to claim the 80s. Born in 77, around 85, I remember seeing an older kid with a yellow castle. I was blown away when I saw it. Man, do I love some 80s cartoons, though. They were just so action-packed. Season 13 is your favorite? Nice. Except Ninjago. It's okay to hate it. It's eternal death grip. Okay, yeah, let's be honest. Ninjago has gone on for so long at this point. Like, there's no other Lego, besides, like, Lego Friends. That theme has gone on for a very long time, and I think we can all agree it would be okay if it took a break. What's up, Death Ray? How you doing, man? Hope you are doing well. Brad, just want to say that your channel is one of my favorites, and you will really inspire me as a Lego content creator. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that. I will be honest, I am moving away from Castle and Pirate. Guys, Castle will be my #1. Castle will be my #1 for a while. I have put way too many hours into Lego Castle at this point to not have it my #1. But I want to do other Lego themes. I love all Lego themes. So my goal is, and if you look at my descriptions, I recently changed a lot of them. What parts am I supposed to be putting on here? Hold up, 1 second. I'm confused. It's not showing any new... Oh, okay, I think that's the parts. I'm charging everything to the Lego Storyteller because that's what I want to do. I want to tell these Lego stories. And I love doing the series I've been doing. But my goal here is to, like, I'm going to do Power Miners here soon. I want to do Exoforce. I will be doing Nexo Knights. I'll be doing Friends at some point, probably. Belleville. All these other original themes I want to do and I want to show love to. I will be try to put out a castle video a month, but I will be mixing other content in. I'm going to be doing some Space Police here soon too. There's going to be a lot of different stuff I'm going to be doing. So if you're here for the castle content, don't worry. I'm still going to keep doing castle content. I'm going to keep talking about castle. But all in all, I want to be doing so many different things. And I just... I'll be doing a lot of different types of content, so stick around and you'll see some awesome stuff and learn about some really cool LEGO themes that are out there. Totally, man, love just having some fun teasing themes and whatnot, lol. Don't blame you not liking Ninjago's show. I love it, but I grew up from the start. See, look, I want to understand why people love it, and I am working to try to make that happen. I just had to take a break after getting through a few seasons because I'm like, oh my gosh, these early seasons are rotting my brain. But that's just me. And again, I didn't grow up with that nostalgia, so it's a lot harder for me to do it. So Brickfair was amazing. I am working on a haul video from it because usually I don't like doing haul videos, but there's a reason I want to do this one. So seeing the Yellow Castle in the brochure when I was a kid blew me away. I can bet, like, I remember seeing some sets like that. Like, you know, there are sets, we all have those sets that we saw growing up and like, holy crap, this was a set. Like, this is a set. So, yeah. I wish I could have been there. If I had a time machine, I'd go back and buy a ton of Lego Castle stuff from back in the day. And stop myself. Okay, first off, I'd go back, make sure my younger self never bought a single Star Wars set and only bought Castle, and started creating content, but also go back and, like, I don't know, check out some of that stuff too. You leave Friends out of this. I'm gonna get that white narwhal as many as I can when the new seaplane starts getting parted out. Oh my goodness, you guys are just too much. All right, it's an hour of the stream. I know I've only gotten the back of this castle done. I think we're gonna end it here. We're gonna focus next stream on building the front half of this. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And now that I have a lot less pieces to be working with, it should be a lot easier to do. I'm going to quickly read some more of the comments here. But for those who are wondering, we got the two back corners basically done. So we got some progress. Just finished the Royal set. You're working on Royal streaming. Nice. I agree Ninjago needs to end. I love it so much, but it's been so long. You're doing Belleville. I hopefully will, because it's a very interesting theme. My biggest themes were castle space and collecting random Lego airplanes. Nice. Future on Monorail blew me away. Oh, those were cool. Dude, the Death Star set was the one that blown me away by when I was a kid. It was my dream set. Get in 2008. That is awesome. For me, it was Fantasy Era of Castle, and I have all the sets. I think I'm missing a couple small ones, but besides that, I basically have all the sets. And so, like, yeah, there's so much cool stuff. Like I said, 2%. This is about 40% complete now, so that's all I'm saying. What's up, Captain Fowl? BrickCon SC, nice. That is awesome. LEGO conventions are worth going to. I will tell you, I haven't heard great things about Brickfest, but all the BrickCons and all those other different ones. There's some Brick Universes. I'm going to one of those. They're going to be in my area. I really cannot wait. That's October. LEGO conventions are really great going to. Great seeing people and meeting people, and also sometimes there's a lot of cool content creators there. So, just put the right, Ron, dude. You sent me that Death Star too. That thing was sick. That was awesome when you sent that. Um, is this the start of every big castle collection? I mean, I have a really big castle collection. At some point, I need to do a full-on castle video. I want to go through and start organizing out my castle stuff. Like, I have a lot of figures mixed around and stuff, and I need to go through and set up everything. But I have a lot. I need to show you guys. I want to show you guys at some point. Do that as a video. That's the plan. Hopefully my wallet will... I'll tell you right now, be careful with the vendors. Always try to talk them down because they go crazy. So, Brad, have you ever been to a Bricks and Minifigure store? I've not, but I've been to a lot of other used Lego stores, which are usually Bricks and Minifigures. I don't know. I've heard they're good, but it really just depends on the one sometimes. I really like Andy's Brick Shop, which is out in Philly, and then there's Brick House Resellers is really good too, and that's near Legoland, which I might be going to here soon. I can't say more than there might be a trip out to Legoland here that I may have gotten invited to. So if that's happening, I might even have my videographer and get some really awesome content. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to end the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I might honestly finish this set later this week because I need to get it done for my video I'm working on. So, again, Imperial Armada this Friday, which, if you're a channel member, thank you to all those channel members. I saw 2 of them here, Lego Granddad, and also, shoot, I can't remember the other people who were in here. Sorry about that, guys. Channel members always going to see videos early, so you guys should be able to see the video tomorrow, and then next Tuesday, I'm hoping to have a haul video out. I'm looking at the haul right now. I just need to record it. It's going to be a more simpler video, just kind of going through what I got and talking about it in different ways. So hopefully we'll have that done by next week. And then also next week, Black Knights should be done. So absolutely love you guys. You guys are all amazing and make me want to keep coming back and doing these. I will be finishing off this stream hopefully here soon. So I just picked up the Black Knights Castle up. Bricks and Minifigures complete without minifigures. Nice. That is awesome. I mean, those minifigures shouldn't be too hard to get. So hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you all on the next building stream. Bye-bye.